Hi. A film I caught up with today that had been recommended quite highly is Kirsten Johnston's film Dick Johnson is Dead. It's a documentary about the filmmaker's relationship with her father, a retired psychoanalyst who, before the film begins, has been diagnosed with a form of dementia. And the film takes the form of uh, father and daughter staging a series of death tableau or accidents in which Dick dies being accidentally hit with construction equipment, struck by a falling air conditioner, um, suddenly keeling over with a heart attack, assisted by uh, camera crews and stunt people. And between them, they explore the consequences of his diagnosis and what future he has left. I found it to be a really quite charming, engaging film. It's a film about people dealing with the knowledge of impending grief and the knowledge that life is coming to an end, but not doing so in a tragic, depressive way. Dick is an incredibly likable, amiable old buffer. Clearly, still quite sharp, um, and game for playing along with any scenario his daughter comes up with. There's even a fascinating scene where he interviews a stuntman who's going to be playing him. We see the stuntman trying to imitate the way he moves. We find out a great deal about Dick as the film goes on, that he has an unusual birth defect in that he was born with severely malformed toes, that he was a Seventh day Adventist, and that his wife had actually died about a decade earlier of Alzheimer's disease. So one of the other scenarios we see being dramatized in the film is Dick arriving in heaven, which is this beautiful wonderland with golden confetti and it all played out in slow motion, where he has dinner parties with some of history's great figures, where Jesus gives him fully working feet, and he and his and reunited with his wife, they dance a fantastic dance number with the idea of dancers wearing large, oversized masks based on photographs of himself and his late wife, while Dick, as he is now, is in the background playing the clarinet. And it's this wonderful, joyful representation. Um, Even late in the film, we see what appears to be Dick's funeral, but we're told it is in fact staged in advance and was actually filmed quite early on. That Dick is actually outside the hall watching through a little window, even though his best friend is struggling to deliver the eulogy and actually goes off to one side and compose himself afterwards, clearly distraught at the knowledge that he will soon lose the person to whom he is closest in the world. It's a celebration of Dick's life and everything he has achieved as a family man and a father, which he is still able to enjoy. It's a really fascinating film about this relationship between father and daughter, about their perceptions of the emotional turmoil that is coming, but as a kind of a preemptive way of dealing with grief and separation. I found it to be a really interesting, thought provoking story. It's really quite brilliantly made, very emotive, but and not at all maudlin, dealing with such a difficult subject. It celebrates all that life can be, all that life can be enjoyed for, um, even in the face of an impending tragedy. So, for for all my concern that it was going to be a tough watch, it was actually quite light and upbeat and really quite jovial. So, yes, rather good.